Hello, my name is Zachary Lurie and I'm a learning designer at Sustainable Screens Australia. And in this video, we're going to show you the updates to the carbon calculator. So on the 21st of November 2023, Albert updated their calculator and our members received an email outlining some of the major changes. So let's take a look. I'm now in my dummy production of Beautiful Bathrooms, a light entertainment show, and you can see I'm in the production tab. That remains the same, but what has changed is some of the interface options with the carbon footprint. So I'm going into my carbon footprint now, and you'll notice that we now have three main sections. The old calculator had 7 sections. The new calculator now has 3 sections. Energy, this comprises all of your water, power, gas, and now post-production electricity, all in that one tab. The next section is materials and disposal. They are linked together because remember, what you buy, you also have to get rid of. So it makes sense that those two go together. And then in our final section is transport and accommodation, which comprises all of your flights and travel, courier, and then all of your accommodation. Let's take a look though at one of the sections. So I'm going to look at the energy section. Let's look at an example entry here that I've got for the production office. So the interface is fairly similar to the old one, but one of the main changes you'll see is that you can actually combine electricity, gas, heat and steam, and water all in the one entry. Whereas in the old calculator, you had to do separate entries. So here, for example, I've got my electricity, and then lower down, I've got my water reading. That is the main difference in terms of the layout as well. We also have facility to put in entry for electricity used on an LED volume, or some people refer to it as a dream screen. So you can see I've got an entry here, LED volume, and there's a benchmark based on the number of LEDs and the size of your space and the number of days that you're going to use that. That's really helpful for production companies and productions using dream screens, particularly in studios, and I know that's becoming increasingly popular. We also have another tab for location, and it's also combining OB or outside broadcast, which is really, really helpful. I also want to remind people that we do have the filtering tab, which is really useful. That has been updated and it now does work effectively, so it's really good to sort all of your entries alphabetically. Now, if we take a look at the material and disposal section, you can see it's combined and you've got the categories here, disposal and then materials. It's really helpful to look at this main category so you can separate your materials from your disposal, but nothing much has changed in terms of the nature of the entry or the interface for this section. We still have some entries that require currency being put into as pounds, but again, we've let Albert know that and they are in the process of taking on board that feedback and updating it. Let's also have a look at transport and accommodation. Again, you'll see the categories transport and accommodation. And not much has changed in terms of the entries. Again, the flights entries are still the same, particularly for the vehicles as well. Another update to the calculator is the tips and tricks section on the right hand side has been updated. So when you go in to add a new entry, you'll notice the little question marks. When you click them, it tells you more information about each of the entries. You can click on mains and